and good morning. This is a pretty easy and pretty quick lesson, so we're going to get right to it. This is 9.3, positive signs, parentheses, and the distributive property. So this is going to be the same thing we've been doing. We're just going to add one little tiny, very simple detail to this. So let's suppose that you wanted to find the total that you spent over 2 days' time. Your total will equal the sum of the total that you spent each day. Maybe total spent day 1 plus total spent day 2 equals total for both days. Simple enough. Look at the next page. Let's say your total the first day was 5 and the second day you spent 4 and 36. You'd have this equation, right? Okay, because the reason you put this into parentheses is because you spent this on the same day and you have to add those together, right? I mean, obviously you'd say 40, but you know, we're just thinking step by step here. Now, what if you did not remember what this amount was, but you did know that your total you spent was $45 for both days, but you just couldn't remember what that second amount was that you spent on day 2? Well, you would have a variable there. You would have an unknown, but it's inside this parentheses. Okay, you think, oh, I'll just distribute, but hold on a minute. You can't distribute because there's nothing to distribute here. This is 5. You can't do it with 5 because this is 5 plus. This is not 5 times. So there's nothing here. That's what we're working on today. Now you remember the identity property of multiplication? It says that by multiplying by 1, it doesn't change the value of the quantity. 4 times 1 is 4. A million times 1 is a million. Okay, you can multiply these in what's in parentheses by 1 because basically there's a 1 there without changing the value. So basically it would kind of look like this if you were to rewrite it, which you wouldn't have to, but it would look like this. Now you can distribute by using 1. Okay, $5 plus 1 times 4 plus 1x. There you are. So basically all you did was you just took the parentheses away is all you did. Notice that? You just removed the parentheses because you multiplied by 1. So in your mind, yes, you're going to multiply by 1, but really just remove the parentheses and it's there. You have it. And you don't have to have the 1 in front of this. Remember, because when the variable is by itself, it's just simply understood to be 1. $5 plus $4 plus 1x, but we don't say 1, we just say x. Okay, so, and then once you do all the calculations, 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus x is 45, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you would work the problem out and you would get that. Okay, the answer is not the deal right now. So, when a set, this is your thing to remember today, when a set of parentheses is preceded by a plus sign, then just multiply the values inside parentheses by 1 and distribute the 1, or just remove the parentheses. After all, multiplying by positive 1 doesn't change their values. So you're just simply taking away the parentheses. And once you take away the parentheses, then you can solve for x. And this is where they solve for it. Okay? Okay, so today's lesson on the worksheet is really easy. It's front and back. I'm going to grade the skill sharpening. There's 5 of those, okay? I don't even really need to go over this. This is really, really easy. It's just what we've done today. You're just using the distributive property. Just, you know, read each little sample here. Always read these example meanings because this shows you how the equation that they're showing you relates to you in real life. So just make sure you always read those, okay? If you need any help, make sure and send me a note. And that's all for today.